Hello. Hello, Seema.
Hi Farah. Good afternoon. We are again here with our fatty liver series part 2. Today we are going to discuss the connection between diabetes and fatty liver, especially non-alcoholic fatty liver. So Farah, you tell me, is that important that the person who's diabetic, chances of him getting fatty liver type this thing non-alcoholic is more?
Yeah, Seema. So chances are 5 times high that people who have diabetes get the fatty liver.
Okay.
And how? So Seema, we being a nutritionist, we know it very well that majorly diabetes people, they have obesity issues or overweight issues. And with these two things, there is one very important term which we call insulin resistant is also there. And it's a very, very common, and these days, 80% people are getting insulin resistance. So I'm telling you from the scratch that how we get the diabetes and then the fatty liver. So what happened in insulin resistance, whatever we are eating, it converts into glucose. And then glucose, when it is in our bloodstream, it then pancreas releases insulin, and then pancreas knocks the door of our cell that now open the door, so I will convert the glucose into energy and the body uses it.
Okay.
But what happened in insulin resistance, your insulin is not working properly. You eat food, glucose comes, you again eating food, glucose again comes. So glucose is freely roaming around in your bloodstream. And when you check your blood sugar fasting, you see that your blood sugar fasting is high, your HbA1c is high. So by this, you are getting diabetes. Now, because there is more of insulin, so this insulin has to do something. So this insulin is converting the extra glucose into fats also, and our liver is also working in this because everything is synthesized by the liver. So liver is working a lot. And if there is little fat on the liver, is okay. But because insulin is piling up the glucose into fats and it is going in the liver, so now your liver is also inflamed and it becomes the fatty liver.
Oh, so that is how a person who's diabetic, for him getting non-alcoholic fatty liver chances are quite bright.
Quite bright. And when you are diabetic, you have obesity or overweight, and you have fatty liver, then the chances are high to get nephropathy, retinopathy, heart diseases, all those underlying issues which come with the diabetes and fatty liver. So it is very important to understand here, Seema, that people believe that okay, मैं तो दवाई खा रहा हूँ और दवाई खा के I can eat anything and मेरी दवाई मेरी sugars और मेरी fasting sugars manage कर लेंगी. It is not like that. आपकी दवाइयाँ बढ़ती रहेंगी, आपके इंसुलिन डोजेज बढ़ते रहेंगे, लेकिन हमको करना क्या है? We don't wanted you to just manage your diabetes. We wanted you to reverse your diabetes. We wanted you to reverse your liver, fatty liver diseases, because these two things we can reverse it easily just by doing few lifestyle modification. So understand and take it very seriously that diabetes and fatty liver, we can reverse it just by doing modification in our lifestyle, and we have to focus on it.
So that means the lifestyle is very important in reversal of diabetes and non-alcoholic fatty liver.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Seema, now I am going to ask you the second question, which is opposite to this. Can fatty liver lead to diabetes, type 2 diabetes?
Yes, definitely. See, what happens is that what is the role of liver first? The role of liver is to regulate the glucose in our body. Whatever carbohydrates we are eating, it can be roti, rice, bread, biscuits, meat, fruits, all these carbohydrates are getting converted into glucose.
Correct.
And to maintain the glucose level, the liver has an important role to play. But what happens when there is extra fat on the liver, when the liver is inflamed? So glucose levels are not maintained, and since they are not maintained, the chances of a person getting diabetic due to non-alcoholic fatty liver is quite possible. So, controlling non-alcoholic fatty liver in time is the key if you want to avoid getting diabetes in future.
Oh, so that is the connection between the fatty liver and diabetes, and both are reversible.
Yes. So for now we have discussed diabetes causing fatty liver or fatty liver causing diabetes.
Yeah.
Now what is the prevention?
Yeah, it's very important to understand what is the prevention. So Seema, prevention, we are talking about this term lifestyle modification from our first part, and now we will discuss what is lifestyle modification.
Yeah.
So Seema, lifestyle modification is first food. Understand your food, because food has that power which can reverse anything and which can work well when you are seriously taking food as a initial stage medicine. So what you need to focus on, something which can give you long lasting results. So do whatever you are doing to control your diabetes or to control your weight or to do the weight management. Do something which is balanced, which is nutritious. Don't follow anything, meal replacer, blah 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 things. Don't follow all those things. So now how we can help our clients in this. So we are practicing metabolic balance, and this program is a program which is actually correcting the insulin.
So we are working on the insulin correction. So our
Correct.
sole aim is not to weight lose.
Not to weight lose,
Apart from
just
weight
to
loss,
correct the insulin.
Oh, wonderful.
And because Seema, insulin is directly connected with the food. So
Yeah.
it's basically correction of food.
Okay.
Okay. So we know it very well that every food is nutritious. You can't say that diabetics can't have rice or potato is bad or apple is good. No, every food has nutrients. Every food is nutritious. But we need to understand what food is going to correct my insulin, and their metabolic balance helps you. So metabolic balance is basically working on few parameters of an individual's. There are some blood parameters, some anthropometric measurements, which is like your body weight, your measurements, etc. And these parameters are studied by our headquarters, which is there in the Germany. So team of doctors and nutritionists who are sitting there, they study all the parameters and then they create a program. So this program is basically a program which works first on a correction of insulin. It helps to reduce down the inflammation. And when we are reducing down the inflammation, you improve on liver health, you improve on your blood sugar parameters. Third, it matches your food chemistry with your blood chemistry. So metabolic balance program is a program which is a solution, and you can follow this program throughout the life. It's a very easy and simple program where we have 3 meal pattern, and it's simple to follow it. Now Seema will help us to understand that what our clients are doing when we meet them, what their diet looks like, and what corrections we are doing.
Yeah, for I here like to explain with an example.
Yeah.
Like sometimes we hear that we should have less carbohydrates, more of protein, but what is carbohydrate?
Yeah.
If we discuss, one of my clients, I'll just share with you, he just told me his day's routine, then I helped him to identify. In fact, that is what our metabolic balance team does. We help people to identify these are carbohydrates, these are proteins, you need to have in this combination, because this program is sustainable.
Yeah.
So if an individual gets up in the morning, takes a cup of tea and a biscuit or a rusk.
Yeah.
Breakfast is coffee, maybe a black coffee or a tea plus a toast.
Yeah.
Lunch is some dal, some roti, and maybe a salad if in case it's available.
Yeah.
And evening again you have a tea with biscuit or rusk. And dinner is again you are having a chapati, rice, sometimes you have dal if you feel like having, otherwise sabzi ke saath you have your dinner. Now if we count this, breakfast में जब breakfast early morning tea के साथ the bread or rusk or biscuit was a carb.
Yeah.
Then breakfast में the bread coffee के साथ या जिसके साथ भी that was a carb. Even poha is a carb.
Yeah.
सूजी का उपमा में सूजी is a carb. इडली जब हम खाते हैं तो more of carb, very less protein which is dal.
Correct.
Then lunch में again sabzi and roti. Roti is a carb.
Yeah.
उसके साथ अगर हम कोई fruit खा रहे हैं that is also a carb.
Yeah.
Evening में tea and rusk is again a carb.
Correct.
Dinner, if you feel like you have a dal or maybe a sabzi and a roti, then roti is a carb. So you had so many carbs.
And so sorry, I am interrupting you, Seema. And then we think, ki why my liver is fatty?
Yes.
So, see, the whole day we are having carbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either from a bread, biscuit, roti, rice, fruit, all is carb, and carb.
Correct.
So the important way to manage your fatty liver is you need to have adequate proteins in a diet. When you have your morning breakfast, please have a protein. When you're having a lunch, have protein. Dinner, please have protein. Now, I'll just tell you few vegetarian examples and you can add on if I miss out on something. Yeah. Like curd is a protein, dal, sprouts, paneer, tofu, eggs, these are proteins. Yeah. Apart from that, mutton is a protein, chicken, fish, all these are proteins.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we need to have one of these proteins along with the carbs. अगर आप पोहा ले रहे हैं तो साथ में कर्ड लीजिए, ब्रेड ले रहे हैं तो साथ में एग लीजिए, और if you are vegetarian, take a paneer.
Yeah.
Milk, though we don't count as a complete protein because depending on the quantity of milk. You're just taking 50 ml of milk in tea and coffee, but that's not a protein.
Yeah.
So it's important for a combination of protein and a carb.
Yeah. So it means, Seema, with the carbohydrate, first of all, we need to check our proteins. We need to concentrate on our protein.
Not completely concentrate, but we need to ensure if we are having a carb, there's a protein with it. And people have a feeling that if I increase the protein, my kidney will get damaged. I might have some kidney issues. But the important thing is that Indian diets are carb based. It is always said that. So first we need to reach a level where our protein intake is adequate.
Yeah.
It only gets in excess and when somebody is taking 8 eggs together, lot of chicken, lot of fish. In that case, your protein intake goes high. Yeah. But in regular scenario, having proper protein in 3 meals will definitely not increase your proteins.
It will not.
And your kidneys will be as healthy as ever.
Exactly, and by adding the protein and having carbs in an appropriate portion, and to add healthy fats. I think fats are also so some healthy fats are also important, and then hydration. You have good proteins and balanced meal and hydrate yourself. By doing this, you can easily manage your diabetes. You can take your HbA1c on a healthy range. So it's important to So it is important to focus on your food, and if you wanted to know more about metabolic balance and how metabolic balance is helping, because it is an individualized, customized food plan, you can contact us or you can send us your queries. So Seema, what complications, the other complications we can see with diabetes and fatty liver disease?
Yeah, so in fatty liver disease, apart from diabetes, there are other health issues also. It can be heart related issues, can be PCOD. So this we'll be discussing in our next series. So please watch our next series. Here we are concentrating mainly on women's health. Yeah. How women and their health and these lifestyle issues can be resolved, and diseases like diabetes or PCOD
or hormonal imbalances. All these things we can discuss in our next episode. So you all can join us next Monday at the same time, and you can send us your queries. So thank you so much.
And thank you so much for watching us. See you soon next Monday, 2 p.m. for the third part of our fatty liver series.